Hey, I see you there. How's it going? I'm Captain Croaky. So let me find one of my clips. Yeah, I've been trying as hard as possible to recover from whatever it is, but I have a funny feeling I'll be back at the doctor's to at least get this throat sorted out.
And I'm going to make your bond sky high.
What can I say? I've got a whole lot more one-liners to clip as well. So that's the start. Today we are going to start off with a couple cases from yesterday's court stream, and then we're going to start looking at today's one. So let's get to it, eh, nerds?
Yeah, well, we can start. All right, so 1:30. Have a briefcase, we'll walk down the hallway. Karim. Karim. Just
Happy Monday. He said Brian Martinez.
Yes, Judge. Page 18.
Sure, say yes, Judge. Good morning, Mr. Martinez. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to a year in jail because of the high blow. So you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Wait a second, Brian or Ramiro?
Brian Martinez.
Oh, I see that you also have a Ramiro Martinez.
Yes.
Okay. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
On August 12th, 2024, a little bit after midnight, officers were dispatched to a Jack in the Box regarding a verbal disturbance. They conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle matching the description on the call, as well as for the vehicle failing to maintain a single lane with a vehicle following the suspect vehicle and another vehicle to his right. So he's failing to maintain a single lane while there's other vehicles around. The defendant was
You
ID'd.
said there was another reason. What was the other one?
The Jack in the Box called in regarding a disturbance at the drive-through.
Got it.
The driver was identified as the defendant. Officers noticed the slurred speech, red, watery, bloodshot eyes, poor balance, and an odor of alcohol in his breath. He advised that he was leaving the Jack in the Box due to a disagreement and that he had been drinking and smoking earlier. They conducted the standard field sobriety tests, 6 of 6 for the HGN, 3 of 8 for the walk and turn, 1 of 4 for the one leg stand. Officers read the DIC. Defendant consented to breath. Levels were 0.235 and 0.239. And then defendant also had a prior DWI arrest out of Tarrant County from 2019. I don't know that we couldn't determine the disposition of that case.
Is this an open case, Mr. Martinez?
It's still open, Judge.
It's still open.
Yes, this is the first.
This is just vanilla yogurt and milk. I'm using it to try and calm the throat down. I don't know if it will though.
Mr. Martinez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you now not to drive at all. Do you understand? I'm also now giving you a curfew. You are not allowed to be out past 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. And I'm going to put a monitor on your ankle so I know that you're not out and about. You have an open DWI, and now you picked up another DWI. I'm going to put an ankle monitor on you also on your other ankle so I know that you're not consuming alcohol. One false move, I will deem you a public danger, make your bond $150,000, and I don't care who is kicking and screaming, crying. My only concern is public safety, and you now have 2 open DWIs. I will do everything in my power to
He is a
protect the
public
public.
menace, Judge.
Do you understand?
Judge.
If you drive, I will have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time your happy-go-lucky butt gets into a car and drives.
You forgot one thing.
And I'm going to make your bond sky high.
What time we need to?
Judge forgot to say that line. How's it going?
Rachel, hi.
Does anything else?
So
Okay. Para
on
confirmar.
one ankle, he gets a GPS monitor with a curfew. On the other one, he gets a scram, waive the fees. Okay. We need to do guardian interlock paperwork. I'm ordering. You're not allowed to.
He currently resides, he lives in Fort Worth. He does not live here, so I'm not exactly sure how that's gonna affect GPS or the scram. The scram is probably not gonna affect
His
it.
GPS works nationwide.
Okay.
So
Sure.
it doesn't matter where he is. You must abide by the curfew. I don't care where you are. I don't care what you're doing. The worst possible thing you can do in this life, Mr. Martinez, is get into a car and drive. And I will know because I can triangulate the scram device with your GPS monitor to see if you are in a car. And I'll tell you now, you get into a car and drive for any reason. I don't care. You cannot justify if there's a burning building and you have to save 50 people. You cannot get into a car and drive, and you will be guaranteed a substantial amount of jail if you drive. Do you understand?
A substantial amount of jail. And Judge,
And I'm going to make your bond sky high today.
do it. He's a public menace. Yeah.
I'm not sure how it works in terms of getting those devices, whether they're immediately available or not.
Well,
Okay.
we're going to send him down now so that he can get everything. They'll have it available. Mr. Martinez, heed my warning. Do not use alcohol. Do not use any dope. You understand? You will not get any more warnings from me. Are you a citizen of the United States? Are you in this country with or without permission? What happens if you go to jail?
I can get immigration.
What?
I can get immigration, pick me up.
You will
Okay.
sit in custody because immigration will put a detainer on you. Your butt will be in jail for the next 6 to 9 months, waiting for immigration to deport you. That's what happens if you go to jail. Any more than 4 hours, they sweep the jail.
I thought it was once a day they sweep the jail. Now it's anything over 4 hours. Blimey. Immigration are hungry here. All honesty, I watched these few live yesterday, and then by the time I was ready to even attempt to go live, Law Talk with Mike had picked it up, and yeah, I like to let Law Talk with Mike have his laugh.
Every 6 to 12 hours, they sweep the jail looking for people who are in there that are undocumented. And when they find them, they put a detainer on you. And you get stuck in custody until this case is over with. And then once this case is over with, you get shipped to immigration. And then, do you think anything fast happens in
Ken.
immigration? It takes about 9 months just to resolve a hearing in immigration court, and you sit in jail that entire time. You best be on your best behavior. Otherwise, I'm gonna light you up. You understand?
Um,
Come on up. We'll
Light
have you
you up,
sign all
eh?
these documents. Marcos. We'll waive his appearance,
Appreciate
but
that.
just
Thank you.
keep a watchful eye. There's no more ones,
Yep. And
please.
And how many days does he have?
Today. Yeah.
So Judge, if he has the scram, does he also need the?
Yep. I'm gonna put it on.
yes and yes, please. Literally, that guy probably needed to be locked up. If you've already got 2 DWIs at that age, you're likely to be a menace to society. But every time I watch Judge Fletcher, I find something else I want to clip. It's crazy. It really is.
On his car. I'm gonna pay for everything for him, so he's not gonna be out. But people still drive regardless, and that's my fear. The only reason I'm putting the scram on him now is because he has 2 open DWIs. So I want to make sure he's not drinking. It's really no harm, no foul, because I'm paying for everything.
18 to 20. I've seen a lot of his type appear on Judge Fleisher's courtroom stream, and every time it turns out 18 to 20 years of age. He's not much older, if he is.
So he has nothing to lose, just time.
This next one up is Butte. And after this next one, we will go to today's stream that Judge Fletcher did.
You ready for the next one, Your Honor?
Yeah.
Ms. Williams on page 28, come on up.
Williams.
Oh,
Oh,
already
you're
to
gonna love
28.
this one. It's a vibe.
Keep my glasses. I had surgery on my ox.
It's okay. I'm okay with that. Thank you. Good morning, Ms. Williams. Ma'am, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, ma'am. Okay.
Dispatched to a traffic call. On scene, they observed the defendant's vehicle had struck a tow truck. The flatbed of the tow truck had partially severed the roof.
And ouch. This is at 4:30 in the morning. She obviously came back with alcohol, at least on her breath, if not the sobriety test had some tails, but the fact that the flatbed of the tow truck was partway through her roof, that just sounds nasty.
Her car. The tow truck driver indicated that he did not hear her brake.
Whoa. Did you say that the tow truck took off the roof of her car?
Yes, Your Honor, like Jane Mansfield.
Took off the roof?
It partially severed it, yes, Your Honor.
Lucky she wasn't decapitated.
Yes, Your Honor. The defendant was in the driver's seat. She was unconscious. Officers,
Holy moly.
the defendant was breathing and she had a strong odor of alcohol in her breath. There was an open bottle of Patron tequila with 2 shot glasses in the car. The defendant and her front passenger were taken to Memorial Hermann Hospital. A search warrant was drawn and blood was taken.
Okay. She's lucky she wasn't decapitated. But she had a bottle of tequila and 2 shot glasses in the car. I think we know what she was drinking.
So they took blood.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have the results of that blood? I'd like to know what, if anything else was in there, in the system.
And not yet, Your Honor. This happened on the 11th.
Miss Williams, I'm gonna find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. You're lucky to be alive, ma'am. Do you have a Texas driver license? You were not allowed to drive. Do you understand? You will be signing an affidavit with me today, promising me you're not gonna drive. I don't care if Mother Teresa needs a ride to church. You drive, you'll be facing an additional 6 months every single time you drive, because I will have a contempt of court hearing, 6 months every single time you drive. Do you understand? If you want to drive, go get a license and liability insurance, and then we can talk. But until that point, unless I know that you have an eligible license in the DPS system,
It's eligible.
Oh,
she's telling me she doesn't have one.
so it's eligible.
She's eligible.
Yeah.
Okay, then not until you get an actual license and liability insurance. Do you understand? Go get those two, come back to me, show me that you have both, and then I'll allow you to drive. But until that point, do not drive. I am ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using anything, likewise, you will go to jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. How old are you, Miss Williams? What do you do for a living?
Construction.
You really want me to believe you do construction? What with this stank attitude? Oh, mate, Judge ain't half as hard as what some of them are. Some of them others, man, they're crazy hard.
We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. If you like your license, I would get on it quick because there's a lot of timing requirements where if you wait too long, you might subject yourself to losing your license. I will have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. I will then get you to Billy. After you sign a reset with Billy, you'll get with Rachel for your bond conditions. And after that, you'll be free to go. Be careful, man. Don't use. Okay, come on.
All right. There was that one. If Judge was in a hard ass, she would have been in the slammer on that. Plain and simple. Let's just bring up the other one here. This is today's stream. I've not watched any of it. It could be a slow day at court. It could be a fast day at court. It could have exciting stuff. It could have boring stuff. We'll see how we go. It's about 3.5 hours in length. So I'll try and skip around a bit and cut some of the blank here out, even though there's some real good banter that goes on in this courtroom. We've got a blue jacket and a green shirt with a funky bow tie. It's not even Friday, Judge. All right. It must be just about due to say his opening line.
Your Honor, before you get on Zoom or anything, I think the counselor had a question to ask you before you do that.
It's a little bit late now, buddy.
Okay.
I'll throw her under the bus real quick.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Hey.
Stay on camera first. I know they want to.
Yeah, sure.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Yeah,
I'm
good morning.
approaching regarding Raymond Lopez. He is here. I believe he stepped to the bathroom. The last time we were here, you had reset it for us to provide proof that he was in SOP, which I have done. He has since restarted his SOP. You told him he was going to start over. He started the new SOP on the 15th, and it will be finished on October 31st. The reason I'm asking you all these questions is you had stated that you wanted 5 days of condition as a condition to be willing to work with him on probation. I was going to ask, in light of the fact he has already done 90 days in a residential facility with, okay.
Sorry,
Okay.
there has to be some kind of consequence, and him taking off that much, it's,
Okay, so my second question, Your Honor, because his SOP is on Thursdays, he is prepared to go in today, but I had spoken with the clerk when you were out, and because we hadn't signed a modification, we didn't have reporting instructions. Would you be opposed to him going in on Friday so he can be in his SOP class on Thursday?
yeah, I'm okay with that, sure, of course.
Judge. I thought you were going to do this. I really did. I thought he was going to.
And I'm going to make your bond sky high.
No, he doesn't. This would be a case where make the bond sky high would keep him seriously close. But hey, I guess the progress on the SOP rather has been decent so far.
And also, is it okay if we just leave things the way they are so that, okay, I'm asking this question because he is incredibly behind on the intoxilizer. In fact, he's got credit agencies out and he's currently in a scram device. And the last time we were here, you kept him on bond so that he didn't have to pay for that scram. Would it be okay, since he's reporting to you, to let this roll that way, or?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
I'm
you,
okay with
Judge.
that, we'll just monitor ourselves and just keep him on bond, that way we can continue to pay for him.
I
I'm
appreciate
certainly
that.
okay with that, sure.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Judge.
no, he's doing jail time, that's it, for that kind of.
Understood. All right, Your Honor.
Thanks, so if you guys want to
That's-
turn in by Friday, I'm okay with it.
Okay, thank you, sir.
course.
Thanks. And I'm going to make.
And
your bond
as far as a
sky
reset
high.
date, do you want us, how much of a reset would you like?
Okay, so does he also have to do IOP? Sure.
He's
He's completed that one, he's currently enrolled in SOP, it's gonna be over in October.
When did he do the IOP? 3 years ago?
It was last year, Judge. I have the certificate. I believe it was completed in 23. I have all of his certificates. Intensive outpatient was completed in November of 22. And then, yeah, that was a while back. It was a while back.
Drinking after the fact. You were to do
No
it
alcohol, only THC. I
No.
shouldn't speak for probation,
No.
but
Is there any alcohol?
All of his drug tests, May was THC, March was THC, December THC, November he was negative.
What else besides the SOP does he need to do? Has he done the education class, victim
He's
impact?
taken DWI education course, they just wanted the IOP SOP and then compliance with his device.
Okay. And right now he's in compliance with the device?
I need to check his program to make sure there's no violations, but he was in lockout with the device because he had to pay the other device because he had.
But we put the scram on it, right? Okay, so if we can check that real quick, and then after that, I guess we'll set it.
and Judge, he did complete a drug and alcohol class this August while this case has
Oh.
been pending.
So he
Great,
did that too.
but
Nice.
it's all stuff that he's doing on his own, and that's, with us, that doesn't fly.
Right,
He's
well, the
gotta do our
SOP
stuff,
that he's-
not what he wants to do.
Right, I understood, and the SOP that he's currently in is through, approved with Harris County, so I'm assuming you'll have no problem if you
No.
continue that route, okay.
As long as Harris County's okay with it, then I'm okay with it.
And reset 30 days, 60 days, like.
Let's first see the scram device, let's see how that goes. Tori, when's the last time he's taken a drug test?
His last drug test was May 22nd, so I'll say for your one right now.
Please, yeah,
Thank you,
okay,
Judge.
thanks.
Oh my word. That guy is a genius. He's that guy's taking steps to try and correct his situation by himself, which the court can't see, because if the court doesn't order something, then the court can't see the results, etc. No matter how much proof you put in front of the court. So, I mean, it's nice he's doing these things by himself, but it's better to do what the court asks you to, and you can show the court that, hey, this is what's actually happening, and the court can go to the provider and get the results. Mate, barking at the wind is more like it.
I don't know. I'm just freaking as nothing. I was trying to figure out. It's a weird one. I mean, I don't want to rent it, but I'm like. It's just. No. It's environment.
I wonder, because we don't have a lot of people in the back of the courtroom, I wonder if it's just lawyer day today. Usually he's got a crowd of defendants in the back of the courtroom waiting their turn. That's usually how he likes it. And snappy too.
There's no arraignments now? So,
Unless you want to deal with Mr. Aguilar from yesterday, they came late.
yeah, that's okay. Well, so, we were gonna set the case for trial this time, right?
12, Lacey.
Yeah. Oh, did he bond out?
Yes, sir, you're on.
Okay. Coming up, Mr. Lisi. Are we doing a plea today? Do you know?
No, sir, it's not completed up.
And then we're setting it for trial today. I'm not, this case is 706 days old. He's been gone MIA multiple times. I'm not doing this. It's time for you to decide today what you want to do with this case, Mr. Lisi. Either we will set this case for trial today, or you're going to accept the plea bargain from the state.
No, I want to do trial, sir.
Okay, so
Hey, at least he's dressed nicely for court this time. I can't say much about his previous appearances, but this time he's dressed nicely. And he's lawyered up, which is a good move.
have you gone over the evidence with your lawyer? Seen it? Okay, so let's pick a trial date today. I'm going to tell you this, though. I'm not playing this game with you. I don't care what's going on. You're hooting and hollering that you want to plead guilty after the fact. Once you set a case, today is the final plea deadline. So if we set this case, you will be put to trial.
I understand that, Your Honor.
Okay. So I don't know if you guys want to talk about it, or if you're just ready to set it now, or what you guys want to do.
Pretty thoroughly, Your Honor. We discussed it pretty thoroughly.
Okay. Okay, so let's get a trial date.
Yeah, let's get a trial date and get this guy out the
So
courtroom.
state, please get ready, you know, because it looks like this is definitely going to go. So, you know, grab your witnesses, grab your evidence. Ramona,
Yes, Judge.
this is Matthew Lisi. We need a trial date, and this case is extremely old, so the first possible trial date that we have.
Okay, Judge. So what's today?
So we need at least 30 days. So today's the 20th, so sometime after, probably like September 24th. give or
Yes,
take.
Judge, that would be perfect.
Mr. Burleson, House, September 24th.
I'm checking it out, Your Honor. Yes, I can do September 24th.
Okay, it's yours. Can you
Hey,
give me
Judge.
just a brief rendition of the PC, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't remember.
Want to go for a pizza?
In Harris County, Texas, officers were conducting an investigation. The complainant witness, who lives out of state, made a report via phone call. The complaining witness is a 65-year-old man. He stated he had met the
Oh, so
suspect
the
named Rick
prosecutor's
online,
not on
who
camera
offered to
today.
sell the complaining witness a BDSM kit for $735. And they met through a website called manhunt.com. Rick instructed the complaining witness to wire the money to a bank in the name of defendant Matthew Lisi. Complaining witness never received anything. Rick later contacted the complaining witness asking for more money, and the complaining witness realized he was being scammed. The bank was subpoenaed and defendant's account at complaining witness's deposit.
So he basically got money from a 65-year-old guy in exchange for some kind of goods that the guy never received.
Sort of goods.
Okay, all right. All right, Mr. Lisi, we'll set your case for jury trial for September.
24th, Judge, and that's our only trial set so
Ready to
far
go.
that day.
Counsel, if you have any motions, if you have any kind of thing that you want to talk about, come 2 weeks prior to, and we can discuss any kind of evidence that you want, any kind of motions in limine, any kind of an exclusion, redactions, anything that you need like that. 2 weeks prior to, we'll go through that. That way we're ready to go on the day of
Yes,
trial.
sir.
Okay? All right.
All right.
Gee,
That's
is
it.
there a
Trial.
final-
I'll keep an eye
what's
out
the
on
plea?
September
What's
the-
24th for that one.
They've offered you time served, just so that you know. Is that the only offer in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
So what that means is that if you were to plead guilty, you would walk out of here today is proverbial slap on the wrist. You're welcome to take that deal until the end of the day today. If not, we will have your case set for trial on that day, and then we'll just go on the 24th. Okay?
I'm pleading not.
And look, I'm not asking you to
No.
just, as my job, have to let you know what the plea bargain offer is, whether you want to take it or reject it. And in the event you reject it, we just set it for trial and we just have a jury of 6 look at it and go make a decision. Okay? All right, guys. Take care. We'll see you in a month.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. That's actually not a bad one. It was quite painless considering what his previous has been, but I'll keep an eye out around the 24th for that trial. Everything tells me the jury's not going to deliberate long. No idea what the next one is or where it's coming from here.
I'm waiting. Thank you.
Sorry for going off cam all the time. My throat's just really, really, really sore and it's causing me to cough a lot.
I would also say,
All right, we've got some downtime here. Let's have a look. See if I can on the next one. Ramona popping in. Is this it? Man, it's quite a day in court. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Drink some warm tea with lemon. We've been drinking lemon and honey for at least a week now, if not longer. It hasn't done anything. It hasn't touched it. I've got some antibiotics here, and it still hasn't quite touched it properly. Okay, what's Mr. Nipples in the
You are
gray
on
shirt?
probation in this court, Mr. Uloa, for unlawful carrying of a weapon. And you've now picked up another unlawful carrying of a weapon.
In the past.
We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On February 16th, 2024, officers conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle for failure to maintain a single lane. The defendant stated he had a pistol in the center console. Pistol was in plain view under the steering column, tucked into a piece of the interior of the vehicle. This is in a holster. The defendant had a medical emergency, high blood sugar, and had to be taken to the hospital.
Could have been more information there, but you know.
Mr. Uloa, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward on the new case. I'm not the PR bond in this case. I am revoking your PR bond, and I'm now taking you into custody. You're also on probation. I'm on probation for this case. You also tested positive for cocaine. One of the conditions of his probation, not to have a gun.
This was in February before I signed for probation.
I'm not going to talk to you about this now.
Okay.
I will appoint a lawyer and then we will talk about it.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do with them. You're not lawyered up. They really need to take you into custody and assign a lawyer. And then after the lawyer talks to you, deal with it.
He didn't do it though.
Because then you're
He did?
lawyered up.
When he tested positive for cocaine.
He tested positive for cocaine. The last one being June.
How many times?
Okay, so
He tested positive for cocaine 3 times. And
cocaine.
If you test positive for cocaine, that means that you're doing it right before your office visit.
Like within
Because
3
you
days.
know it lasts how many days in your system, right?
Yeah, within 3 days, somewhere there.
Oh, yeah.
Do you mind appointing Mr. Uloa a lawyer?
Yeah, I need your autograph.
Yeah, that guy's awesome. Scroll through here. Hello. I thought we had a lawyer trying to sneak his way in.
Okay. Come up, Mr. Aguilar. Rachel, you tested positive for marijuana only, correct? Mr. Aguilar, you will be tested 31 days from today. If you test positive for marijuana again, you will go to jail. And I'm going to make your bond extremely high. Do you understand? Yes or no? Did you graduate from high school?
GED.
Do you have your GED?
Yeah, it's at home.
Okay.
Okay. So he graduated from high school, smokes marijuana or gets caught in a state where apparently it's not legal at the moment. And this is what the judge wants to do.
And I'm going to make your bond sky high. What are you doing with yourself now?
I work my dad, cut yard.
I want you to get a full-time job. You understand, like a legitimate 40-hour week, a job. You have too much time on your hands and you're getting into trouble nonstop, over and over and over, to the tune of now, was it 9 cases?
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm done with it. And I'm done with you picking up cases. And the only way this is going to stop is if you start becoming a productive member of our society. That's what I expect from you. Do you understand? So you either get a full-time job or get into school full-time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you back in 2 weeks from today. And I want you to show me what you have done to get a job. If you have done nothing and you not put any applications in, life between you and I will not go well. Do you understand?
Yes, he's going to find out the hard way for sure.
I will notate absolutely everything that transpires now.
Man, the judge is going to have a book this big of the notes. Because this guy's an idiot. And that would be giving him a credit that he doesn't deserve. Hey, that's guy too, mate. That guy was an idiot as well, man.
When you come back in 2 weeks, I want to see proof of your GED. You understand? I want you to bring it to me so I can see it. Okay, Josh, let's set it off 2 weeks to see what he's done to get a job, and then he has to bring proof of his GED as well. And then we'll go from there. If you've done nothing to find a full-time job, I'm telling you, I'm not going to be happy. And now, if I'm not happy, things just won't go well. Do you understand, Mr. Aguilar? Above all else, do not use any dope whatsoever or alcohol. You will be tested. All right. Good luck, Mr. Aguilar. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Ow. Okay, my throat. My throat.
Can you send the dismissal so I can do the conditions?
We've got another guy coming up.
Say it again.
Can you send the dismissal so I can enter the conditions?
Yes.
Judge, what are we doing with Aguilar?
So 2 weeks for a job. I also want him at the next setting to bring proof of his GED. So if you can put that on the reset so he doesn't forget to bring proof of the GED.
The guy is a complete idiot.
And then no smoke. He'll be
Rebel
tested in 31
without
days
a
again.
cause. To be honest.
Yeah. Hey, Joseph.
Good morning.
How are you, man? Good to see you.
Hey, Judge.
What's new? Banda? Okay.
Planning on submitting a mitigation packet by the end of the week.
Ouch.
Is he here?
Yes.
Mr. Banda, does he speak English?
He does, Jim.
Judge wants to rip this guy another one. As soon as he went, oh, what's that? That's
You've
from-
had, and you've been working on getting this information to your lawyer now for 4 months. What is the holdup?
There's no excuses.
You're right. There is no, 4 months. You don't have it to him by Friday. The next time you get here, you will be set for trial and everything that you've worked for nothing, because I will not accept any more thing. I won't give you any more time. If you don't have absolutely every single thing that Joseph requests by the next time you come here, you will be put to trial. And I will not entertain any more offers from you. It's insulting that he's had to ask 4 months to get the information from you. Do you understand? All right, so we'll give you a week. If you don't have it done, it's set for trial. That's it.
Darn. If you're skimping out on your lawyer like that, you deserve what's coming. Oh, hello. Hello.
Hey, guys. Good morning.
How are you, sir?
Who do we have here?
This is Tyler Elsie, Judge.
Okay.
2 cases on your docket. We've worked out an agreement to plead to 1 and have 1 dismissed.
When are we pleading on?
We're going to keep the terroristic threat, Judge.
You know, that's a dangerous thing, Mr. Elsie, because this is a terroristic threat. If you continue with the same course of conduct, it's very possible that the DAs file felony charges against you. And then you're looking at a minimum of 2 years, 10 years in prison if you continue with the same course of conduct. So I would be very careful. Do you understand?
I understand completely, sir.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Mr. Elsie, once you plead guilty, this charge will go on your record. It will be there forever. From now on, you're looking at a minimum of 30 days in jail for anything that you pick up. Is this what you want to do?
Yeah, I believe so. Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense? Are guilty or not guilty?
Guess I'll plead guilty.
Okay, I will find you guilty. And what is the sentence, guys? Say it again.
57 days with 19 days credit and it has
57 with 19 credit. That's actually not a bad deal. That's a pretty good deal all up. I've heard way worse from the prosecutors.
So the sentence, Mr. Elsie, is 57 days in jail, credit for the 19 days that you've done. So you're walking out of here today. I have to know, is it true that you had a prior trespass? Passed.
And my when I first got here to Houston,
Oh, man.
I was.
It's okay. I just wanted to know if it's.
One
humbling.
trespassing charge, but I was actually looking for someone.
Mr. Elsie, look, please be careful. Don't do the same thing because they're going to hit you with felony charges. All right? Good luck to you, sir. Thanks.
Thank you, Judge.
True to being here.
Well, what can you say? Judge has empathy. How far away is that case?
Good morning, Judge. I'm just approaching on a motion to substitute.
Yeah, I'll sign it for you. Just if
Okay.
you want to tell Melissa.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Is it on docket today, man? Is it on docket today?
Flores,
Okay.
I accepted about a minute ago. They're writing.
All right, this one. This guy, his client, has been extra difficult. So, yeah.
Morning, Judge. Judge, I've gone on your docket this morning, Andrade. First name is Reynaldo. The state has offered a PTI. They're writing up the contract right now. We'll sign it. It's a 60-day PTI program. We'll get it done.
Okay.
Get it up to you.
Really, so whatever you want.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay. It's got a couple more lawyers coming through here. But all in all, it's... Oh, there we go. Look at that. I just skipped theme.
Better at the house just to make sure, you know? I'm not gonna do that, but.
Okay, all right, thanks, Judge.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Lori.
YouTube's a bit
How you doing?
notifications,
Thank you. We're trying to match your image.
Hey.
as always.
I am approaching on Mr. Shelby about his bond. This is the guy who is alleged to have touched the lady in the, on the breast in the wheelchair.
One at the bus stop?
Uh-huh.
So the bond's at 20,000 now. I'll go down if you want me to go down, but I'm not giving him a PR.
Okay, can you go down to 1,000?
No.
Logan?
Our concern is that this is a random woman at a bus stop and she is.
They all know each other, Logan.
So wait, he knows this?
They all know each other.
And that she's a homeless person as well. I don't know if that is homeless.
Is it just like a homeless encampment that they all just kind of hang out?
I think it's
Jazzy
people
hands.
who, yeah, hang out together.
My concern is that since they are within close proximity and we weren't able to get control where they are.
Have you been able to rip this thing?
No.
No, Your Honor.
You're not gonna get to either, you know?
Yeah. I know that, Your
So,
Honor.
you know what I would do now? Instead of delaying the inevitable, just eval it without the complaining witness. Because, I mean, if it's just a homeless kind of, you're never gonna get a, unless you really send an investigator out there to grab, you know? But
Sure.
is he gonna make that anyway? Right. I mean, I'll set it at 1,000.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Does bond out
Mhm.
to the GPS prior to release. them.
Okay.
So I'm gonna keep him to sign that to make sure.
Okay.
This is Shelby.
Yes, Mr. Shelby.
Brought us here on Villegas. Hey, Josh,
Are you ready for me, Your Honor?
Brock,
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Sorry about
yeah,
that. I
you
couldn't hear.
got, you got Villegas. It's an early case, so you just want to reset?
Yeah, that's all I needed, Your Honor. There's body cams I need to look at, and then I can discuss with the state, see where they want to go, or where they would like to go.
Is discovery complete?
Put it up here.
My nose pregnancy tipped us.
Yes, sure.
This morning, he said they had everything, to me, everything they inspected.
Yes, sure. We have everything.
Not focusing.
Is, have you put an offer on the case?
Razine, aka cetirizine if you're into doctors.
I'll put a PTI offer.
They're good shit.
They put a PTI offer in there, Brock. So let us know if you want to accept it or not, huh?
Sure, once I look at the body cam, I'll let the state know, and then I'll let my client, I'll talk to my client about it.
For sure. We got you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, hold on. We need a date.
Okay.
September 24th-ish through the 26th. Give or take.
All right, look, so we've got
I can do the 24th or the 26th, Your Honor, whichever one is better for the court.
someone's
24th is
after
it?
this.
It is.
24th is better?
Yeah, and it's still waived, Brock, at that point. Okay, just keep us in the loop whether you want to take it or not, huh?
Yes, Your Honor, I will.
Okay. Thanks, bud.
Have a good day.
You too. You ready? Yeah. Josh, I'll hit you up next.
Judge Latoya Steele on your docket separately. Latoya Steele.
Okay.
She's not here. I've texted her 3 times. I've called her.
Okay,
No
just
response.
go and I'll call you if she shows. Or if you want to wait, you're welcome to wait. It's up to you, whatever you'd like to do. Yes.
Yeah.
Of course. If she doesn't show, I'll sign it free and then we'll revoke it. Yeah.
All right, someone's
If she shows, I'll call you.
possibly
though.
going to
I
get
had
it
her set for
bond
Thursday. She
here.
specifically requested me to put her on for Tuesday because she's off on Tuesdays. And I get no
We'll get her-
response.
Revoked bond.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
Well, I mean, after
Alongside.
this, we'll,
Well, if she comes in
and I'm going to make you
today,
on sky
carry it
high.
tomorrow, and I'll come back over tomorrow. Because I got other things to do.
Sure, we got you.
Thank you.
Okay.
See you later.
Josh,
Josh.
Good morning, Your Honor.
hey bud, who you got?
Well, you're gonna scream at me. I have an old case that's on the docket tomorrow. My guy's telling me that if he has to show up, his boss is gonna fire him. It's a PTI that honestly, Judge, it's my fault that it hasn't been done. It's one of those cases that I keep letting slide through the cracks. So if you want to
Yeah,
scream at
I
me,
don't think you showed up at the last time either.
I did not show up at the last time, Your Honor. I've been out of town. I'm in Oregon right now taking care of some stuff. But I do have, my client has everything he needs. He's gonna fill it out this afternoon. We're gonna get everything back to the state before the end of the week.
He needs to come to do a T. What's your cause number anyways? He needs to do a T-Rex.
I don't think he needs a T. Go ahead.
Well, what's your cause number?
2493679 Saldana.
Thanks.
No T-Rex.
What does your client do, Josh?
Oh, he works on, he's a welder. Sorry. He's a welder and he's on like some huge ship or something like that right now. Yeah, that's what he's working on, from my understanding. He's a dad that takes care of his wife and his, I think, 3 children. Basically, he's the only provider at the home for them.
The problem is that we've been going months and months and he doesn't get the stuff to you. So it's like we're beating a dead horse here. So what do we?
No, I know that, Judge. Can I have a week, Judge, on that?
I will set up for.
All right. And what day is that going to be?
Just a week from today.
Care of this time. I'll make sure it happens.
But I'm telling you now, if it's not filed, if it's not actually the entire packet filed, he's got to be here. And if he doesn't,
Okay,
appear,
will do.
I will revoke his bond. That's it.
Okay, Judge, thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay, man.
All right.
You got it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Judge, so y'all settled on the 28th?
828, yeah. SFBF, please.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You got it, Josh. We'll set it for that day, okay?
Thank you.
Bye.
I like how this judge treats his lawyers. It's like, even if you've got a case that you've let slip through the cracks, I'm still gonna hear you out, but I'm gonna be keen to stick it for bond forfeiture. Then there's no way the other side can pay lawyer fees. Lawyer might, to be honest, I think Josh, the lawyer guy, just didn't think the case was going to amount to anything, which is why there was no action.
Okay, hi. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, no, you're okay. I am here to approach on a motion to sub
Okay.
for our client.
Is it on docket today?
It is not, it's off docket.
Okay.
I had her put it in your.
Yeah, I just haven't put it in the queue. I'll
It's
sign up.
already in the queue, sorry. It's 2489877.
I know.
Yes.
Oh, you're taking out Mr. Pollen? Did y'all work together or?
No.
No? Okay. Okay, I'll sign up for you. How old is the case? Is it old? Or do you know what the next setting is by chance?
The next setting, I'm not entirely sure. It's coming up here pretty soon. I know that. He just signed on last week, I
Looks
believe.
like you guys are set for September 30th.
Yeah, for pre-trial.
Just makes me wonder what the guy did. To be honest, the last guy the lawyer was talking about, just makes me wonder what he did, because obviously the lawyer doesn't think it's worth the time of day, which means she probably just, I don't know, drop the charge. But if it's the state pressing the charge, well, the state doesn't know what dropping a charge means. They're going to keep going until the judge goes one way or the other.
To the ERD. You're an ERD.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are set over there. So sign up for you.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning, myself, Your Honor. I am here on Samaria Morgan. She is in custody.
Oh, okay. Okay, tell me about Samaria.
Your Honor, it looks like she just picked up another case. And she has two cases. She's set for bail review. And it looks like there's been a few missed court dates on the older case.
Yeah. We have it at, I don't understand what's,
So on that one, Judge, page 31.
yeah,
Policy wasn't open once we picked up the news, so she picked up-
right. I set the bond at 5,002, but it looks like the magistrate set it at 1,500 and didn't give him a bond. And then gave him a PR bond on the new case.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, so I'm gonna revoke the PR bond, right?
For which one?
The new case. So actually, Deputy, do you mind bringing out Samaria Morgan, please?
She is,
Okay.
she's in
Court 8.
Court 8, right.
She's in Court 8. Please. I mean, it's fair that she hears this since we're talking, so that's
I
why.
think-
Yes, please.
This
Eric.
is gonna get interesting.
Hey, yeah, you want to talk to me real quick while we're waiting?
I'm sorry, Judge.
Waiting on someone.
Okay, so Judge, I've got a 2 on your docket today. Tristan Pickney is the first one.
Okay.
EWI, it's 2
Not
months
old,
old.
whatever you want.
What was that?
80 days, I don't care.
Okay, gotcha. I was gonna grab a reset because I'm still
Hey.
waiting on a bunch of stuff.
Just a second.
The next one is David Thompson, Judge. It's David.
Yeah,
David
I don't
Thompson.
care.
And that one also is 3 months old. It's 90 days. We're a little closer now. Thank you, Judge. Appreciate you.
Not till
Have
it
a
gets
good
old.
afternoon.
That's what I like about the judge. If the case is young, it'll give you the resets you need, the stuff together and sort out the evidence and all that. If the case is too old, that's when he gets grumpy. Come on.
So the other one, it looks like out there. Yeah. Every day. Phone right now. 8, 10, 10 days. Do 30 on ones. Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. It's
Good morning,
one of these.
Miss Morgan.
It's one of these.
How's jail?
I've got to.
It's okay, my first time.
Why don't you show up? Why don't you come back? You don't show up.
Okay.
We let you out of jail. We give you a piece of paper that tells you when you have to come back,
Yes, sir.
and you don't come back. And then we put you in jail again, and then we give you another piece of paper that tells you you got to come back, and then you don't come back again. And then now
Okay.
you picked up a new case while you're on lam 2 times over. So you now have 2 open cases, both of them being criminal trespasses, and you are a flight risk.
And
because you don't come back.
And
do you understand what's going on? And I'm going to make your I can't give you any more PR bombs because you don't come back. What do we need to do to get you to come back?
Come back on the 23rd or whatever, so as soon as I get my check, I was gonna pay it off to come back.
Posters don't mean anything.
That's the problem with the thumbs up I am.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions,
I mean, everything.
and yet it means nothing. Because you promise us over and over that you're gonna come back, and you don't. What are you doing in life?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get me an apartment, trying to get my kids back and trying to stay on my feet.
yeah, do you
You living on the street or
self-regulate
what?
sometimes?
Yes.
If no one that'll take you in,
So, I'm too close to the TV going backwards.
do you have anyone that'll take you in?
Yes, I just want to go, yes, sir.
Who?
My mama.
The only way I'm letting you out is if I know that someone's gonna take you in and they will be able to bring you to court.
Yes, sir.
If that doesn't happen, then I'm gonna keep you with me.
Yeah, that's the problem, is I can have someone do that.
So what we'll do is I've appointed Mr. Elick to represent you. You can give him your mom's phone number, or if you want, I'll call her right now and we can chat with her to see if she'll take you. But if she's not ready to take you and bring you to and from court, then I'm not letting you out.
Okay.
Your Honor, I do have her mother's phone number now.
Yeah, would you mind just reaching out and see what,
I
you know?
can,
Take your, there's no rush, take your time. Yeah, we're gonna reach out to her to see how she can help you out, but living on the street, man, you look 72 when you're only 13 or 25. It's hard living. And at some
What one
point,
is
it's
it,
gonna catch
Judge?
up with you.
13 or 25?
It's gonna bite you right in the boo-boo.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
I'll be approached, Your Honor.
Someone needs that head on top of her shoulders taken off. For sure. Oh my word. We've got
Good morning,
Carrot
Ms. Moore.
Top.
Did you hear everything I told her? It applies to you too. Why can't we get you to come to court?
I have a good excuse.
You shouldn't have any excuse.
You know, if he would have appeared, I bet you that this case would have gotten dismissed. You know what I mean?
I know that.
Because the prosecutors that we have in here, they're so nice, they're like little rainbows. I tell you what, I promise you, all you had to do was show up and you probably would have gotten it dismissed. But now because you failed to appear, it's gonna end up as a conviction on your record. It'll be there for the rest of your life, even after you die. You ever pick up another one of these cases. And when I mean this, all you have to do is grab someone's arm, squeeze a little bit to where it hurts a little bit. Boom, you're looking at 10 years in prison.
Oh.
As it stands now, you have the felony case upstairs, the possession of a controlled substance.
Judge
Is that what's guiding your life
down
now?
fast? Some say that escalated quickly.
You can lie to me, but you can't lie to yourself. Is that
Right,
what's guiding your,
right,
is that guiding your
yes.
life right now?
Well, I don't want to lie to anyone. I'm gonna have to say, yes, it was.
It's time for you to stop before you
Right.
end up in a grave, in prison for 25 years, or looking so rough. You know, have you ever seen the meth users after 5 years? They look like roadkill. They have the mind of someone that looks like roadkill. It ravages your body, it ravages your mind. It may be fun for the first couple times, but I'm telling you, chasing that high sucks after a while. You're gonna do things that you never thought you would do. Sell your body. You're now charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. How do you plead to the offense, ma'am?
That's me.
You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Ms. Moore, this comes with an affirmative finding of family violence. You can never own a gun or ammunition as a result of this plea. You can never have a gun. If you ever pick up another one of these cases, you'll be facing a minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison.
Meth is bad everywhere. Some places seem to have it under more control than others, but really, you can't control a drug that once enough people have it in their system, turns an area lawless. You just can't.
Straighten up and fly right. The only other thing I'm going to tell you is that the court you're in is extremely, extremely tough in felony court. You muck that upstairs, you'll be doing some serious, serious time.
Yes, sir.
All right, how do you
I
plead?
do take what you're saying to heart. I do. I'm listening.
Look, you can either do it, at some point, you can't live like this forever. It'll catch up to you. So how do you plead to the assault, man? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'll find you guilty. I will send you to it. There's an affirmative finding, man. Good luck to you. If you ever want help, come back. We will help you. I have resources. I won't charge you a thing. All you got to do is come back and say that you need help. Lori will help you too.
Yeah, my car.
Yes, I do.
Hey, John.
Judge, I'm approaching on a young man, Mr. Now I've totally lost my
Who's
train
it?
of thought, Mr. Escobar, Sebastian Escobar. Judge, he's provided me, he's so close to getting his GED. He missed it by 3 wrong questions. He's trying, he's trying, he's trying. Maybe he can.
So when did you take the test, Mr. Escobar?
Oh, good Lord, he's brought a baby into court with him. Oh, Yeah, I hate to say it, but right now, with a lot of sudden deaths, meth is one of the first suspects, and they go after it fairly hard, but you can't do much if people are going to just lie to you, unfortunately. But this guy has got the cheek to bring a blinking baby to court.
Mark, when did you take the test?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor. I took the test like 6 days ago because I kept practicing and I don't know. I mean, I guess I didn't practice too
Is this
much.
new? Is this neck tattoo new? All the money you're spending on ink instead of,
No. I am spending money on GD too. Oh, my bad.
failed it?
Is that what, sir?
You failed the test?
By 3 questions.
Okay, so when are you gonna take it again?
I would say today.
No.
No. The GED is a blinking rough test. I will agree there, dude. But you failed it by 3 questions. That means you need to study 3 times as hard as you did to pass it. Don't ask me how. That's just a law of GEDs in general. Is the number of questions you fail it by is the amount you should have studied more.
Mr. Escobar.
In 3 days, because I only missed it by 3 answers.
But you have to study for it, man. You can't just take it and think that you're gonna do well just by guessing. It doesn't work like that. You have to study, you have to read, you have to look through the material. Otherwise, you're gonna get the same result. You're gonna keep failing it until you look through the material and read it and take the time.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
That's good, Ken. Just it's not an easy test. I didn't get the equivalent when I was in high school here. Mind you, I wasn't in ordinary high school. I was in the homeschools side of things, and it was a different curriculum and all that. But after I left the high school curriculum and I got out into the world of universities and stuff, I ended up sitting the applicable tests online, and now I'd have GED with probably with honor mentions. So yeah, but it definitely is not easy, and tuition costs a lot for it.
Week, 2 weeks?
No, a week. I want you to do it. I mean, you're close. Is this the last section that he has to do to get the GED?
It looks like he's.
I did have to do one more class.
Which is the one that you failed?
I did the language arts. I passed the history.
Okay, great.
And I have to do the math.
What doesn't help is this guy is not listening to the judge. Judge asked, what parts did you fail? And he's starting to list off everything that he done. So I know his name's Escobar, but if it was Pablo Escobar, he would be squashed by now.
Okay.
I guess the test result he gave me was for the language, the liberal arts portion. So after that, then he moves to the final portion, which is the math.
No, I think that one was a different one.
It doesn't say, but you still have to do the liberal arts, the English portion, and then you have to do the math portion, right?
Oh, he's still got to do the English portion. That should have been the first part he did. That should have been the first part he did. And he should and part of this is after he gets the GED, he needs to stay in language school and learn English. Not just 50%, not just 75%. Actually learn it. It's not easy language to learn.
That was one of the three. I just haven't done the math one.
Careful with the baby.
All right, no good.
So I think he still has to pass one, and then you still have to pass the math, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, so you still have two that you have to pass.
And I think that's what he.
Right.
That's what he
I'm not
basically
sure of a
said.
week he's gonna be able to get.
No. Baby steps.
Yeah, I got you.
Let's
A
get
week
the
to get-
one,
Yeah. okay,
pass the
I got
one,
you.
and then we'll move on to math.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, thank you, sir.
I want you to look through it for the next couple days, sign up for the test next week.
Yes, sir, I will.
Look through the material. Don't just take the test willy-nilly. You have to read through the material and study for it.
Yes, sir.
That's how you pass things.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right? Okay.
Do you want required?
Yeah, not until he passes everything. Yeah.
Wow. And yeah, Mexican and Spanish in general. As if you speak generic Spanish, you can not only talk to Mexicans, but you can talk to Portuguese and a few other nationalities from down there, though. I'm glad he's trying. He is trying, and I'm glad about that because a lot just don't. Whether it's his day for custody of the baby or what, I don't know. I think that was trying to pull on the judge's heartstrings and make the judge go soft. I think that's what the baby was there for. Because the judge is kind of a family man. But yeah, nah. Did not work at all this time.
Mr. Slider.
Yes, we have,
Good to see you, man.
How you doing? Javion Clark. It looks like the T-Whereas is set
Tomorrow, right?
tomorrow. So you want to, well, they won't have anything by Friday. How do you want to do this?
Let's carry it until we get it. So if he's taking it tomorrow, what's today? Tuesday? So he takes it Wednesday. She said we could have a preliminary
Some kind of preliminary.
by Friday, she
So you want to set
thinks.
it for Friday?
It's not the full scale, like written.
It was some type of
At
summary.
least we will know where they're headed to, and we can advise them of that.
That's cool. I'll see if she can put it on Friday and then we can kind of take it from there.
Sure.
Good seeing you, Judge.
Hey, you too.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
So Mr. Slider slides on by to finish that off.
Yeah, Michael,
But that young guy's had
you ever heard from Dad? His dad?
And I've asked the mom, but I don't think her dad is.
that young guy previous, he's had the judge yell at him a good handful of times. And it's been kind of yeah. He's like, I don't want the judge to yell at me. How can I do that? Take the baby to court. The judge won't yell at me if I've got my kid in my hand. Unfortunately, yeah. If this judge is gonna make a bit of a scene, he's gonna make a bit of a scene.
The SF program, that's what they're recommending. I talked to him, Judge. He's got a job lined up. He has his son. He hasn't done any drugs since You locked him up. He's ready to take a, yeah.
Come up.
Here we go. This is the
No,
second
I
case
got
for
you,
this
Judge. I mean,
lawyer.
that's all I can tell you is.
Luna?
A lifeguard with a white plus on the hoodie. What? Let's just suggest the judge is going to ask him to go take a drug test and see what comes back, because the lawyers said he's been clean since the time the judge locked him up. So yeah, let's just see. If I was the judge, I'd tell him to go get a freaking test on that. Like, it's not I don't trust my lawyer. I want to verify he's got nothing in his system.
I told him that already. She went and got some food stuff for him the other day. You got some food stuff for him? She had food stuff. You're gonna have to get a piss test today. I'm hoping what you told me is right. Because if it shows up positive, you ain't gonna believe a damn thing you say.
Is that lawyer's correct? Yeah. If he sends you for a drug test and it turns up positive, he ain't gonna believe a damn thing you say. Lawyer doesn't know that he got caught on, forgets the mic's hot. There's one liner I'm going to try and capture. Because that was cool.
Before he came to court. So all these things should be, the level should be dropping.
This case is taking too long for the judge to go through. Something's not right here.
Have you read the report?
What? No, I went over it just to give him the gist, so we haven't had time to dissect it carefully. But his current situation is this, Judge. Since he was released from jail and he took the TRAS, he has a stable living environment. He's moved in with his sister and his mom. He does have custody of his son. Hold on, if you may, he went to get all of his papers. He's got food stamps.
No.
You're high right now, man.
Really?
And I told him, Judge, he's gonna have to go get his urine tested. If the levels are spiking or anything like that or positive, then he's pretty much down.
I'd like a full panel though, because I want to know if he's using K2. And we'll see.
Oh.
We
heard that before.
Oh.
No.
So if we wait, Judge, then we can revisit it when it comes back. I just don't know when it's gonna come back. We may need to reset, but I can come back with you
No,
in an hour or so. and
No,
see.
I know that you don't want me to follow the recommendation. Well, more specifically, he doesn't want me to. But we have experts in the field when they do these evaluations to see what is the proper avenue to tackle what is going on in your life so that you start going on the straight and narrow, right?
You asked, there was a question? There was a question? You was asking me a question?
No, I'm telling you. You have 3 open criminal cases. You routinely smoke K2 over and over. You are unable to stop, and you tell me that you have possession of a 4-year-old kid. Not only that, you're introducing K2 to other people.
Dude.
Really ain't like that. I got my 4-year right now. Just got us some food stamps. Got food stamps in my pocket right now. I know.
So first things first, Rachel, do you mind sending him for a full panel, please? And a full panel. I'd like to know.
Full panel freaking blood and urine. Holy fuck. This guy's going to be in his shit, especially if he's got K2 in the system.
What in every single thing that's in his system, please?
Yeah, nothing, y'all. We got that for my son.
Let's go get you tested.
I'm glad that you do.
Yeah,
But the problem is we need to get you off the K2 is what needs to happen.
I already out K2. I ain't smoked K2 since last time I got out of jail. I ain't on nothing. I'm not on nothing right now.
Double negatives. Honestly? Double negatives. How many double negatives do you want in one breath? He just let out half a dozen.
Go home.
Sorry?
Go home, man. Everybody be thinking I'm doing something bad.
All they want you to do is go get your urine tested.
Yeah, it's cool.
If it backs up
I'm ready,
everything, then that changes the complexion of everything. So be patient.
Test that we have will hopefully show if your system is negative, then I'll pat you on your back, send you on your way. But if you're using, then I'm going to keep you. Because I think that it's important, especially if you have a 4-year-old that you're guiding through life. If you can't even guide yourself, how on earth are you going to guide a 4-year-old and you have an unborn baby on the way as well?
Holy cow. So not only has he got a 4-year-old and he's at least using K2, he done got the bitch knocked up again. Wow.
How on earth are you going to provide for these kids? They need food, they need clothes, they need love. And if you're constantly smoking K2, how is that going to happen?
I got a job. I don't smoke no K2. I got a job.
What
Working
job
at
do you
labor
have?
right now, labor max staff.
What job do you have?
Labor max staff. It's a hiring company. It's a staffing company. It's not a full-time job, but it's a part-time job. I work maybe 3-4 times a week.
Okay, hang on a sec. I'll cough and then I'll catch up on this. Yep, that's true, Ken. But this guy, he's alleged to be smoking K2, which if I'm not mistaken, it's very similar to khat. He's got a 4-year-old and another baby on the way. And he can't even guide himself through life. And he's just said he's working at a company that I don't know what the company does, but apparently it's like part-time work. So Judge doesn't give a shit about it.
Your age, you should be working 50 to 60 hours a week to provide for your family. That's what you should.
At least the 30, what, 30 some hours?
Sir. It's not really a conversation.
It's half of it. What about the other half of it?
You know,
Get another
you
job.
have your own perceived notions of how things should go. And I'm telling you, the way it's going is not right. You, because of the K2, have anger issues, and you know it. So you can lie to me, but you can't lie to yourself, and it will continue to happen until you face these things head on and stop the path that you're on. That's it. So
Big time, y'all. Takes time.
I agree with you. And that's why these things, what we have planned for you, it's not something that happens overnight. It's over the course of 1 to 2 years that I'm going to keep you with me and expect you to do this program with me. I'm giving you a heads up now. It's going to happen. It's not a matter of if, it's when, and it's going to. But the first thing I want to know right now, what, if anything, is in your system? And then I will bring you back and we will go from there. In the interim, I would like John to talk with you about what this is. Do you have some kind of, I guess, leaflet or brochure or some kind of information on status that we can give him? Okay.
Judge, do you mind if I get that?
Yes, absolutely. I want you to get prepared, Mr. Wright. Okay, Rachel, please.
Short lease life anyway, so.
Yeah. No, not a couple weeks. Yeah, please. John D, get ready. So, here.
Yeah, I do not like that kind of shit.
Sir, can we reset for a plea, Your Honor?
Last name?
Pete, P-E-T-E.
We had legal high, what they called legal highs. They were selling it not only in smoke shops, they were selling it in corner dairies, they were selling it in the adult sex toy shops. Sorry, I can't think of any other way to call them. And so many people were so much worse for it. It was a much bigger high than you get from cannabis. Much bigger high. I was just trying to say something here. Okay, so this guy is his client. Show up.
Morning, Your Honor. I'm here, Mr. Richard P. State's made an offer. Can we reset for a plea, Your Honor?
Last name?
Pete, P-E-T-E.
Curious, what's in the name there?
What offer did you make?
I can start over here.
Is that it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pete. There's a shortened version of the word Peter. The name Peter. Shouldn't be a last name. Then again, I shouldn't be American, I guess. Yeah, there's not a lot of difference between medical stuff and recreational. And if there is, then someone's seriously done fucked with the plant.
Mr. Pete, come on up.
Yes.
I could never smoke it.
Your case is
Um,
old. It's 180 days. The state has made an offer for you where they've offered you time served. Between now and then, we need to know whether you want to accept that offer. I'm not giving you a full reset because your case is 180 days. I will give you a couple weeks, but at the next time when you come here, you must make a decision whether you want to accept that case or not.
Yeah, Evie reacts to even just the smell of it very, very badly. I wouldn't mind trying it for some of the pain that we do experience, but yeah, Evie just wouldn't be able to handle it.
If you do not, I will set your case for trial. That is the final plea deadline as well. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You will not get any more time after that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, thank you.
All right. So that guy was just being admonished about the deadlines and all of that. We've got that lawyer back. That lawyer can. Oh, hello. Can't even deal with edibles. Oh my word. I've got a mate in Chicago who does edibles mainly to help him sleep. But yeah. If this damn thing will load.
Hi, Ray. What's up, friend?
To see if there's any other options for this, no, to the full kind of notes for blood tests. And she said that was next thing.
It is quite.
Say it again.
The only next thing would be
It is
not
quite
to
the problem with this
project
society, especially that uses it, because it can make people really crazy. But a lot of the times it
Right, I
really,
did
really,
speak to her mother.
weeds
She's
them
not
out.
able to go there.
Mom doesn't want her? Or
Mom
what?
has her kids, and I believe per CPS, she's not allowed to be there.
Oh,
So
So be careful.
Yes, sir.
You get out. I don't think you can get over there. If you go over there, it's gonna be a problem for the kids,
Yes, sir.
you know? Let me ask you this, would you want your kids to be like you?
No, my kids be better than me. My kids are gonna be better than me. All 7 of my kids.
hey, miss. Cut the stink attitude. It's not going to help you.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Kids need to grow up to be, you know, productive members, huh?
Yes, sir.
You're charged with, is it 2 counts of criminal trespass? Do you know which one we're going on?
the older case.
So the 251 and the other, so you're charged with 2 counts as part of the plea bargain. They're going to dismiss one. You're pleading guilty to the other one. You must understand that this charge will go on your record. It will be there forever. From now on, Miss Morgan, you'll be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You know, the only other thing I will tell you is that if you show up to court, good things happen.
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you, good things happen to those who show up. So if you ever pick up another criminal case, don't shy away. We'll give you lawyers. We'll give you resources, whatever you want. All you have to do is show up.
Yes, sir.
Giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers.
21 days.
Yeah, this one was earlier in the video too. Trespass with a side of family violence and something else I can't quite put my finger on. But yeah, and they've just been trying to figure out whether she can go back to her mum's place as a release point. Unfortunately, her mum's got her kids who need to stay as far away from this example of idiocy as possible. So, yeah. And hopefully not have the same stink attitude, because that stink attitude ain't doing her no favors. Oh,
If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this or undo this. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
This is what you want to do, man.
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense of criminal trespass?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead?
Guilty.
Find you guilty, sentence you to 21 days in jail. I will give you credit for the 10 days that you've done. Good luck to you this morning. Thank you.
how do you plead to the charge of criminal trespass? Yes, sir. I don't know. Yes, sir was a play. I thought you had three options: guilty, not guilty, or no contest. Not yes, sir. Uh, she's a vibe.
Thank you for calling Mom and checking. I appreciate it. Okay.
Officer Uloa.
Yeah.
So, looking at the case, the case that was recently filed predates the MAJ by
Really?
over a year.
No kidding.
Yeah.
She only said guilty after her lawyer looked at her and asked her for the plea. When the judge asked, how do you plead to this case? She said, yes, sir. Yeah. No, it's gonna take a long time in jail to break that stupid stink attitude she's got too.
It was offense date of 2/16/23. He was placed on probation on 2/24 of this year, I think, or 2 something of this year. 2/22. I was close.
Did you know that? Did you see that?
Yes, I did see that, Your Honor.
I did.
Yeah, I don't know why it took them so long.
The new case isn't, I don't believe, alleged in the MAJ.
Is it still within the statute limitation or no? Did you see?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Let's take a look.
It should be.
Hold on, let's
Should be 2 years though. I think it's 2 years. I don't think that's one of the year ones.
It's 2 years, Your Honor.
Yeah. But still.
Regardless, right.
Yeah. The fact remains is, I think he had a couple of positives. One where he showed up, they had him in the wrong spot. They said he was in the wrong spot. So they told him to come back the next day. Goes back the next day, he's unable to provide a sample. He knows he screwed up on the positives. I believe everything else is done. He's paid his fees, done everything else.
I'm not going to set term. Right.
I'm
So
not
we're
asking
good.
for that. I'm just asking for a PR bond on this case. so we can get the body cams on the other one. The state did look this morning, they don't have the body cams yet. They claim that on the new old case, I guess.
Yeah, body cams take ages to
The
get.
pistol was inside a compartment under the steering column, but then they say it's in plain view. Well, inside a compartment under the steering column is not plain view. That would be, you have to search for
My
it.
concern are the
Positives.
positive of
Correct.
cocaine use after
Yeah.
cocaine use, after cocaine use, after cocaine use. That's my concern, right?
Fuck. This guy's gonna get railroaded here.
And who knows when the last one was? right? I mean, we're not
Cocaine.
gonna get, so, does he have a Texas driver license? Do you know, Logan?
No,
Can you run him, please?
Your Honor. Takes about 30 seconds.
There's a number, whether it's valid or not, it's a different story.
Right.
It's eligible, Your Honor. Expires in 2025.
Do you mind bringing up Mr. Yulon, please?
We've asked the sheriff to go get him.
I think that's the longest I've seen.
We've seen actual cases filed like 3 days prior to the statute. Running. Mhm.
I don't think I've had one
And
that's
it-
even come close.
It was in an assault case I saw.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So I've seen it run real close.
Well, but my
Damn.
issue is here, like,
I mean, UCW, I don't know.
he was there.
It must have
There's no
fallen,
reason to do a 2B.
it must have fallen through the cracks, somehow, and someone maybe noticed it and they ended up filing.
I guess, I don't know.
Here he comes, Mr. White Shirt.
This will not be easy for you. And I'm telling you now that if you test positive for cocaine one more time, I will put you into a treatment facility. I will hold you in contempt, slap you with 180 days in jail, probate that for 2 years, and put you into a rehab facility in the jail where the minimum is a 9-month stint if you respond well to treatment. That's what you have waiting for you if you test positive for cocaine one more time. You will be required to come here Monday and Thursday for the foreseeable future to take a drug test. Do you understand? So the first one will be today. I'm sending you for a drug test. And if you don't do it or you don't come back, you will get a $100,000 bond. Do you understand?
No, I'll go to the drug test.
And from now on, you will come here every Monday and every Thursday to take a drug test to prove to me that you're not consuming. And like I said, you will be signing an affidavit right now promising me that you're not going to use. So if you do, I will have a contempt hearing. And if they prove it to me, 180 days, I'll probate it for 2 years and put you in a rehab facility. You understand?
No, judge pays for the tests.
I'm ordering you also
That
as
is
a
no
condition of your bond
excuses.
not to consume alcohol and not to be in possession of weapons. You are now on bond in this court for 2 cases. So I'm telling you, you screw up one time, I can make your bond really, really high. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you have valid liability insurance in your name?
Just a minute.
Then you are not allowed to drive. Do you understand?
Sure.
That will also be on the affidavit that you're going to sign here before you go. So if you use cocaine, if you have a gun or any weapon.
This judge is known to waive all the fees, so there's no excuses for people like this guy not testing. Call him nice for it. I mean, it's a means to an end where he gets the test results he wants. And most of the time, it works. Because the judge is, in essence, paying for it. They don't want to fuck up and make a mockery of the judge. So, because they know if they do, judge's word is as good as can be. Super high bond, and you'll be looking at bars and concrete blocks for a while.
Or if you drive, I'm gonna light you up. Do you understand?
Damn,
If the
hear that
insurance
cracking the
judge, when we
voice?
present that to the court,
You can always, right, if he gets it, he comes to me, shows me that it has it in his name, then we can talk, absolutely.
John.
Yeah. That's pretty much what it is throughout the world that I know of. I know down here, if you don't have the money to test, you get violated, and they pretty much take you in and slam your ass up for what, 30 days on contempt or something. I'm not sure how long it is here because none of the New Zealand courts seem to do what these American courts do and live stream today. So if I was the judge, that would change in my courtroom. This guy better be clean today, because if he's not, that's not going to make Judge happy.
And Judge, Mr. Uloa has indicated that if he were to urine sample today, it would be positive.
For?
I would like to know for what. That's why I'm sending it. I know you're gonna be positive.
So what he's going to be positive for is going to be an interesting part.
Mr. Uloa, you have these demons. It is on you to fight these demons on the outside by yourself. And if you cannot do it, I'm gonna do it for you. And I promise you, you're not gonna like the way that I do it. How old are you?
7 years old.
How old are you?
47 years old.
You're 47 years old. You do not look like you're in the best of shape either.
47.
What do you think
Oof.
cocaine does to a 47-year-old? You're not an 18. What do you think it does to your body? You don't have the body of an 18. You're a heart attack that's walking. You're really a walking heart attack waiting to happen when you're using cocaine at 47. And then,
Yeah.
depending on how long you've been using, holy moly. And if you're still using as much cocaine as you were when you had hair, you've wreaked havoc on your body. I
Okay,
will
why
do
not add
everything in my
meth
power
into
to
it?
get you to stop it. And if it means putting your bond at
Why not?
250,000, I did it early in the week and I'll do it again with you. Do you understand? You will come here, promise us you're not going to use any of this, get into a car and drive. I'm sending you for a drug test now. And then we will see you back on Thursday to take another test. And if you test positive again, thank you, Ray.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah, cocaine typically stays in the system about 2 to 3 days. Weed stays in the system for about 30 days, is what they err on the side of caution with. I believe it's probably more like 20 days, but yeah. All I could say is it'll turn it positive today. It'll glow. But next time he shows up, it better not. Far out. And he better bloody show too, because this judge don't like no show. Next up, I think we've got this orange. Yeah, we've got this orange one.
Good morning, Trinidad. Who is it? Age.
Not on the docket.
Oh, is this?
This
Okay.
is that fella from, that we discussed about the pretrial or the pre-signed waiver in California.
Right, I remember.
Yeah, the California pre-signed waiver, so.
Do you know what's happening?
No, sir.
All right, so let me give you a bit of a heads up. You know, depending on where you come from, depending on what you're doing, wherever, when you go to different states, you might end up on probation, you might end up on parole. When you sign these documents that get on probation, right? You sign something that is called a pre-signed waiver. So when you get on probation, one of the terms that you sign says that if you ever take off and you go to another state and you're not supposed to, and they have to issue a warrant, you will not fight extradition. You give up the right for probation in whatever state you're from.
Yes.
Is it Virginia?
California.
California. You know, states that typically do this are, you know, Florida does this a lot. Louisiana does this a lot. California, Arizona. You sign for probation. As part of the agreement to get on probation, you have to waive extradition.
Right.
So that if we bust you here, you cannot ask me for a bond to let you out. You have to physically sit in custody and wait until California comes and gets you.
I already waived my rights, right? Because
you signed, when you signed for probation in California, you already waived any kind of extradition fight that you would normally have. Now, that being said, we have to give them a certain amount of time to come get you.
After 14 days?
No, it's 30 days. Usually when someone doesn't have a pre-signed waiver, we give them, now, the 14 days is a courtesy. The statute says 30, but Harris County is so big and we have so many damn people that we say, look, man, we'll give them 14 days as a courtesy.
Right.
So, but theoretically and technically and by statute, it's 30 days. So we have to give California 30 days to come get you. We brought you here just to keep you in the loop so that you know what's happening because it's your case.
Yeah.
Give me questions.
Is it possible if I can fight the extradition to train?
No. Was I speaking Swahili?
Let me rephrase that. Is it possible for me to transfer my parole from California to Houston?
No.
No, only when I get out
Do
there.
that prior to entering into it. When you want to get into the, you can't now. And man, you're a flight risk. You done already came to Houston. Now you want to transfer when you're already here? No, man. You got to do that long time ago.
Get back. Okay.
So at this point, we're going to wait for California to come get you. Amy, what's even wanted for?
It was, the original charge was concealing firearm with prior felony conviction. It was just a point virus.
The only other thing I'm going to advise you, Mr. Age, is that you and firearms don't get along.
Yeah.
I would never, ever have any kind of weapons or a firearm because if you do, good things will not happen.
Yeah, it ruined my life.
Right.
Yeah.
Just don't get it. And if you just don't have a gun, you'll be fine.
That happened in 2015 and it's still hunting me till today.
Don't you want to get done with this?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Amy, do you need me to sign? Or I already signed it yesterday. Yeah. Okay. All right, Mr. Age, we wish you the best of luck. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Trinidad.
Is there anything I have to sign?
No, I signed it for you.
So he's waiting for California to come and get him. Just turn around and see if there's another spot. No, there's not. All right. So that is the stream for today. Yeah, it's a few shockers in there. Didn't expect that, but what do you expect in court? I am following other law channels as well, not just LawTube, as in people who watch law and lawyers. I'm actually watching other judge channels and all that, and yeah, if something interesting pops up, it's so bad. I will reiterate on 9/11, so September 11th, I will likely be doing a live stream then because it looks like Judge Fleisher's got a couple of solves lined up. So, yeah. Oh, that being said, it's been a 2-hour live stream. It's been a good time. It's been fun. And I learned something. I learned KT's illegal high should be illegal because it's worse than cannabis itself. But yeah. Anyhow, we'll hopefully see you next time, and hopefully there'll be more people awake and everything. I will do, Ken. I do try to do this at the right time for America, but I just yeah, time zones and all. Plus, I'm still fighting off this cold and whatnot. So, yep. Next time, well, yeah, next time, if I get another stream in before the end of the month, it's likely to be Judge Fleisher again. Otherwise, it is going to be a driving video, and that kicks off next month. 3 videos a week, and I need to turn around and finish making sure I've got them all set to go. And I'll still do live streams, but yeah, my work's that kind of job where I get given the time, and if it leaves me no energy or no time to do anything else, then they don't give a shit really. 7:30 in Rapid City. Nice. Judge Flesh is in Harris County. So, yeah. He's still in Texas, but man, he's got a big area to watch. I'll catch you next time. See ya.